Hey, folks, we'll give everybody a couple more minutes to join. All right, we're a few minutes over, so I guess we can get things started. If you haven't already, I'll drop the link in the chat to the agenda document. Please add your attendance information there. This is being recorded. Okay, great. So we're ready to go. I will start. First item on the agenda is progress of the logo in the website. Andrew, thank you for your help with some of that. Or actually with most of it. The logo is in progress. I don't have an ETA. If you do, let me know, but I don't think so. I think it
No,
typically takes.
it takes a little bit of time, and we're still waiting to hear back from the CNCF on next steps.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. That's kind of what I expected. Hopefully we have it before KubeCon NA. I suspect we should because it's almost, well, actually it is 2 months away still. So
It's 2 months away, and especially since they definitely want us, they wanted it for the booth. We have a kiosk
Mm.
anyways. This is a good reason why it's like, yep, we want to make sure we have it. But it's a good carrot in front of there.
Yeah, great point. Great point. Website. So Jesse on the Josie team has drafted the website content and has kind of a basic kind of layout and design for it. There was a couple things that were not quite accurate, so Gorkum and I are taking a kind of first pass at reviewing it, and I think Jesse will be able to post that to the ModelPack Slack either this week or early next at the worst. So you'll all have a chance to weigh in on the content before we go and publish that. I think we're going to go with Netlify as the hoster for the website. We're going to keep the website super simple. CNCF, I guess, has a deal with Netlify where we get free hosting as a project. So that seems like a good way to do it. Any questions, concerns, thoughts on website or logo? Cool. All right, there's a getting started document. Oh, shoot. And I thought I'd linked it in the agenda, but I didn't. Okay, after the meeting, I'll figure out where that came from and I'll drop the link in. Yes, it is below. That's where I'd seen it. Thank you. I can't see who's doing it because they're anonymous raccoon, but I appreciate it. Oh, I think it's the
Me. Yeah, hi.
thanks, Mateo. It's actually the item the major bullet below where you pasted it though. Um, it's the getting started document. Yeah, thank you. Perfect. Um, yeah, so that will get some reviews and we'll get that going. Um, any questions, thoughts on that? Cool. All right. And then the last thing that I could find was that the security MD still needs reviews, and it looks like probably a little bit of work. So I, for one, will do a review of that either today or tomorrow, um, and try and get that to the point where we can publish it. I think in terms of onboarding, that covers most of the things. I apologize. It was a really busy morning though for me, so I didn't get a chance to double check that this morning. Does anybody know of other CNCF project onboarding items that are remain open and not tracked here?
I haven't had a chance to double check and cross-reference what's been checked off and what we're currently tracking, so it could be
Okay.
something we can look into.
Yeah, I'll try and do that before our next call. But I think overall, I remember the last time I looked at it was maybe a week or so ago. We looked in pretty good shape. It was moving forward pretty well. So
It's going much faster than my other project I'm also onboarding.
yes,
It's a great job, team.
that's right. Well done, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate it. Everyone's really weighed in and helped out with that, which is really appreciated. A lot of times that's not the case. So. Any other topics that folks wanted to discuss? I don't think we're going to have, as mentioned in the last meeting, which I was just catching up on the notes for that. I don't think we'll have any issues with staffing. We've got both Ant Group and Jozu at KubeCon North America, so the pedestal for ModelPack will have plenty of people. We've got a slot. I believe it's about a 4-hour slot in the afternoon of Tuesday, from what I remember. Um, and so if either I know from a Josie perspective, we have somebody who can staff the entire 4 hours. But if we do want to split it with Ant Group, I think that's also fine, of course.
I'll also be there as well, so I'll probably definitely stop by for a little bit too to support the team.
Awesome. If you've not been to a KubeCon before, just be aware those pedestals are very small. Like pedestal is a good description of it. It's very narrow. You can pretty much get a laptop on it, and that's about it. So I don't really think, maybe two people you could have there. You don't want more than two people, or honestly, I think you're going to scare away anybody who might be coming to kind of visit. Sorry, Andrew, did you have a question? Comment?
More of a comment. I would love for us as a project to come up with a bit of a demo, a structured
Yes.
demo. If people are going to want to know more about it, it'd be nice if we have something readily available for them to kind of play around in learn more about the project. That's going to make it really sticky for them to see the real benefit and value of it.
Excellent point. Thank you for making that, Andrew. 100% agreement. So I'm going to make a note in the agenda about that. Um, need- and it should be a quick, like kind of, sub 3 minute demo is what I've typically found most. The shorter the better, essentially. But I find if you go much over about 2-3 minutes, people start to kind of drift
Ide-
attention. So
Ideally, if we can go ahead and make it so you can literally run a command and then it prints out what you would typically type in, you can make it
yes.
repeatable. So you can just run it over and over and over and you don't have to worry about typing and fat fingering and messing up.
Yeah, exactly. We typically use ASCII. I think it's called ASCII demo or ASCII
FB
Cinema. No,
Cinema, maybe?
ASCII Cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. ASCII Cinema. I think that's how it is. I'll check it after and get a link. But yeah, we use that all the time for kit ops and other projects, and it's awesome. Yeah, it just makes it dead simple and reliable to do the demo, clear out any artifacts and all that kind of stuff. So the other thing is, I guess, thank you to the anonymous cormorant. And the other thing is, I guess we could and maybe should have like a landing page or something with a QR code for KubeCon specifically. So I'll drop that in there too. I think that's a little more optional, but it is handy. People, when you're going through these events, you see, 50 to 100 projects in, the course of the week, and it is hard to keep them all straight. Having a quick QR code so somebody can just kind of preload in their browser the project site could just help make us a little bit more sticky after the event, which is one of the big challenges. Any other suggestions or thoughts for KubeCon North America? Things that we should be thinking about getting ready?
Typically, in addition of demos, I found that if you have slides that are not text rich, actually that is also a good complement to a demo that you may want to run. And
Mhm.
indeed, it's like that's at least for the Kubeflow the Kubeflow pedestal of KubeCon EU that I thought it had quite some good engagement from people, because then you can use it as sort of like highlighting diagrams and these kind of things.
Actually, it's a great point, Matteo. In fact, rather than even a QR code pointing to the website, it's probably better to have the QR code actually pointing to the slides and demo. We could record it. And that way people can also view it after. Yeah, because my experience has been that the biggest challenge with these shows is just remaining in people's memory the week after the show ends. There's just so much stuff. So
I'm not involved for this pedestal as well, but just something to be aware. Somewhere there should be a communication or through the events that they do like a tour. I mean, like as an attendee, you could sign up for a tour, and then you would have a guide that sort of like walk the group through the pedestal at certain times. So that is an opt-in, if I well remember. So maybe it's worth it to check if there is an opportunity for this booth as well to be included in that one.
Yeah, who was it? It was what's his name from the CNCF that always did it? I'm blanking on his name right now. Who was actually giving the tour, and it's going to drive me bananas in the next 10 minutes. But if when I get the name, I'll share it in the channel. We can update the meeting notes.
Yeah,
awesome.
I forgot what's the name.
Great tip. Any other topics, either on this or on other topics? Wonderful. Okay, folks. Well, short meeting, but effective. And I guess the good thing is that because at least I had this blocked in my calendar for an hour, I'm going to use the rest of this time to do a quick look through the ModelPack end-to-end walkthrough and the security MD. So I'm going to catch up on my to-dos without even having to apportion extra time. So. All right, everyone. Well, have a great rest of your day, a good upcoming weekend, and we will see you on Slack in the ModelPack channel. Thanks all. Bye.
Here's all.
Catch you later.